are here with Olga, Polkadot Cupcake Factory, right? Is that right? Okay, cool. We're here in West Campus. You might hear a little buzzing going on behind us, a little construction going on. But thank you, Olga, for having us. Of course. First off, congratulations. 9 years, right?
Yes.
9 years.
Lots of butter and sugar.
Awesome. Well, since it is 9-year anniversary, how'd you get started?
So, I always wanted to work with food. So, you know, when you're young, you don't know what you wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a very good chemistry teacher when I was in high school. And when I came here, my English tutor actually suggested to come to UT because all her 3 sons graduated from engineering school here.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, you know, I don't know what to do, so, and I like chemistry, so let's just apply to chemical engineering. I have no idea what was that at the time. Anyway, my dad says, well, I'll send you to school in the state, but no cars, and you have to finish in 4 years. No excuse. You can't change, you can, you know, bail out, so you have to finish. So I did finish. So when I was in my junior year, I realized, oh my goodness, this is not what I wanted to do. You know, this is not what I had in mind. So I finished UT 2002. Wait, yes. And then I moved out to California. I had a cousin that lived there, and she went to school there. And I applied for my master, and this is a week before my school start. I saw an ad for TV, you know, those late watching TV. And I called my dad. I said, okay, I'm gonna go to cooking school instead. He goes, reason? And I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna use my master, and I think I really want to work with food, and I think this is a step closer to what I wanted to do. So I did. I went to cooking school, and then after I finished my cooking school, my internship, I came back to Texas, and then I realized that working in the kitchen is not easy to make a living. So when I came back here, I worked for a bank, and then I worked for Accenture for about 2 years, and that was probably 2006, 2008. And then at the time too, my husband Ben, he worked for Dell for almost 10 years. And then one morning he said, oh, I got morning meetings. And I said, it's kind of weird, somebody has a Friday morning meeting when you work night shift. So I was like, you're gonna get fired? And it wasn't fired, the layoff. Okay. At the time, it was September 2007. I was like, good, you know, let's just do this plan. Mm-hmm. And then at the time too, I said, I'm gonna tell my boss I'm gonna quit in 6 months. You know, I think there'll be plenty of time. Yeah. That was September, and then we opened here June 6th. Okay. And so during that time, I was still working at the office, and Ben at the time used his time to look for a space. And this space actually was a hamburger place when Ben was in school back in the days. It's called Rocket Hamburgers, and he was actually one of the delivery drivers.
Oh, cool.
At the time, yes. So Ben says, hey, I found a spot where I used to work back in the days, and it's empty. And currently this place was empty for 2-3 years already. Oh, wow. It was a taco place, and it was abandoned. And then Ben goes, oh, let me go ask, you know, the landlord, and the landlord it happened to be the next door building. Okay. She owned the whole building. So that was 2008.
Oh wow! So things kind of just picked up very quickly.
Yeah, it was just, I think, luck.
Luck.
Yeah.
Nice.
I told him, you know, I want to have like a little shop that sell, you know, little treats. People can get treats when they get off from school.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's a custom cake shop around this.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Neighborhood.
I went to school here too.
Yeah, so but back then there's Lucy's cake, like cutting custom cakes, but they're gone too. Yeah, and I was like, I think it'll be a good market around here.
Definitely. So you got the space, everything. What made you choose Polkadots as the name of the company?
I was telling Ben, what about something that poked a dot? You know, like that's like wrong English. You know. And he said you want to have something that people can remember, easy to say. Because I told him, you know, like if you see a bunch of like cupcakes from afar, it looks like a little bunch of like dots.
That's cool.
And I said, what about polka dots? And she goes, no. He goes, no, it's supposed to be polka dots. Some of the polka dots.
Yeah.
People sometimes call in here, can we tour your space? You know, because it says Cupcake Factory. They thought it was a factory, like a big factory. And I said, no, it's actually just a little shop, and it has 2 dining tables inside. We do custom cake and other stuff, but we do have cupcakes everything. It's not like big factory.
Definitely. No, I understand. So cupcakes, do you get a lot of traffic from students around here?
During school year, yes, and summer is our slow season. Our schedule is like schools. So spring with weddings, events, and then we have summer break. And then in the fall, when the students are back, we have weddings.
Definitely.
Other events.
An influx of people coming
Yes.
through. Nice. So what got you from going cupcakes? Did you start off just doing cupcakes?
Yeah, we just started off doing cupcakes, and people go, oh, do you make birthday cakes? And at first I was like, no, because at the time, you know, when we just started business, it was just Ben and I. We still figure out staff, you know, we need to figure out, you know, how long it takes to make things.
Yeah.
But after years, I think, you know, the custom order is actually the ones that bring more money.
Definitely.
But definitely cupcakes is one of our most profitable items compared to custom cakes.
Yeah.
Because custom cake, we work on it hours, and you can only charge so much.
Definitely.
You know.
Yeah. So your cakes though, like if you can't, like the camera behind us is hiding like a mock-up of a wedding cake. What got you into wedding cakes? And birthday cake and wedding cake I feel are 2 very separate things.
I don't think it's 2 separate things, but I just feel like we got into a special custom cake because we wanted to be a part of someone's special day.
Gotcha.
You know, when they got married, and then they come back, you know, they have a baby.
Yeah.
And then there's, you know, you just saw earlier that there's baptism order. And it's always be a part of someone happy day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. That's awesome. So, been around here for a while. What's the craziest cake that you have made for a wedding?
Okay.
Or most, I guess, like custom out of custom.
One year we had a request that they wanted it a groom's cake, but in the shape of the groom's face.
Oh, okay.
The groom's face, yeah.
The groom's face.
Yeah,
Nice.
the groom's face.
So detail and.
Yeah, like, so it literally looks like just the face. It was a 2-tier cake that the hotel provided, but we did just the head. Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, that's very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we do, you know, we do what they requested.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
do you have a specific cake you like making the most, like flavor?
I like something that has fruits.
Fruits?
And I think combined with like a little bit of wine or alcohol, I think it's always a good combo.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So, colors for cakes. Do you ever find yourself looking at specific colors for a specific cake or suggesting to clients, hey, maybe go this route with it, making suggestions that way?
I will always ask first, you know, what is your theme? What can you show me like some of the ideas that you like? You know, these days Pinterest are always good to go.
Yeah,
Instagram. And for colors, I always ask, you know, if you just tell me mint blue, your mint blue and my mint blue could be different.
Definitely.
So I said, why don't we look up on Google and search mint blue Pantone color?
Yeah.
And there you go, we have a swatch and we just go by with that.
Yeah, so continue on with that, like the process of like getting in contact with you. After they get in contact with you, what's the process like in booking with you and then actually selecting those kinds of things?
Okay, so over the years it's been changing. Before, like for a few years, I always have someone come in and just talk to me, but then I figure out, you know, it takes too much time to do that. So I started to do custom order by email, because you can answer anytime. You can attach the picture that you like. You can tell me the flavor that you like, number of serving, the theme, and then all the details on that email. And if I need to, I can always go back to the original email and say just maybe one for one. Can you imagine, even before you start making the cake, you have to spend an hour before doing the cake? So I think doing the email ordering it's more efficient.
Yeah, definitely. That makes sense. So after the order, they're kind of on the fence about like maybe 2 flavors or things like that. Can they do tastings, things like that with you?
For wedding cakes, yes, we do formal tasting. but for like birthday cakes and other occasion, we usually just, if you just want to buy like one or two, you can more than welcome come in.
Yeah.
But like for weddings, yes, we do a formal tasting.
Nice. And after everything's booked, how long in advance do people typically have to give you?
For a custom cake, I ask like a week at least. But like wedding, most couples come like 3 months before. Usually minimum.
Yeah. So what do your wedding days look like? When, say, do you have multiple weddings that you have to deliver cakes to?
Now that we have a daughter, we're no longer like, we try to like not limit, but kind of like be reasonable.
Yeah.
Because you can just take it all on.
Yeah.
You have to share your time with your family.
Definitely.
We'll look at our calendar a week before, and we already plan. Let's say this weekend I have 2 on tomorrow. I will do. Oh, this wedding start a little bit later, so I have to go this one earlier, and maybe Emery just come with us, and she just sit in the car.
Yeah.
Before, like Ben and I can just go 2 separate ways. You go this way, and they don't go that way. But since we have our child now, so then one person needs to be in the car, and one person goes with the car, deliver the cake, and set up the cake. It's always like a lot of planning, like at least a week. So even though we close on Sunday, that's the day that I prep for the whole like production.
Yeah,
for the week.
that's awesome. So family business. Have you gotten the daughter involved in maybe cooking up a little bit?
No, I think she's still too young.
Oh, yeah.
She's only 3, so maybe in a few years.
In a few years.
She'll start making up.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe she'll make deliveries a couple of years from now, right?
Yes,
You have the reways going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, so in case y'all are barely going to be joining us, Olga from Polkadot Cupcakes telling us a little bit about her life and how she got started here. So right now, how about you tell us about some of the flavors that are in the case today?
The most popular one on Friday is actually the honey and chai. It's actually more, I would say like a carrot cake without the carrot. It's almost like a tea cake. It has honey and brown sugar and chai tea, and then on top we have cream cheese, cinnamon cream cheese.
Oh wow.
And my favorite one today is the mixed berry chardonnay. It's a vanilla cake, and it has mixed berry cooked with chardonnay, cooked down with chardonnay. And then we put it inside, and then on the top we have white chocolate Swiss butter.
Oh, nice. So it's perfect for a Friday.
Yeah, like
after a long work week, just a little bit going on.
The alcohol cooks.
Yeah, definitely. So you said you have 2 weddings. What kind of cakes are you working on for?
Tomorrow we have a cupcake tower wedding cake. We'll go to Spice with Vineyard, and then the other one is just classic, like maybe 5 chair. We'll go to I think that's it.
Nice. Both very good venues.
Yes.
So yeah, you just mentioned some venues. Do you have a favorite venue in mind, or?
I don't have a favorite venue in mind, but usually we like that anything around here.
You definitely get close. No, that totally makes sense. So yeah, some quick fire questions for you. Okay, some either ors, or maybe even both. Okay, so let's say cupcakes or muffins.
Cupcakes.
Cupcakes. Cake or pie?
Cake.
Cake. Okay. Inside wedding or outside wedding?
Inside, for sure.
Definitely. Let's see. I don't know. Strawberry or chocolate?
Strawberry.
Vanilla or chocolate?
Vanilla.
Vanilla. Okay. So not a big chocolate person yourself?
No, not really.
Not really.
I didn't grow up here, so my parents, well, especially my dad, don't eat candy, don't drink soda, just like no sugar.
Awesome.
It's just a different culture at home than here.
Definitely.
It's just sweets is only for special occasion like birthdays.
Got you. I understand. So second to last question for you. What's your favorite song right now? Have to throw in some music.
What is that? That I got issues that you and Michael
okay, yeah,
yesterday.
Definitely.
The song "Come On," and then my daughter goes, "I got shoes." I got issues. I just went
awesome.
I got shoes.
Yeah, no, I actually had a request for that in a wedding that's coming up soon.
I get shoes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of a love song, so it's a slow dance song. So I guess I understand it. So last question: how do people get a hold of you so they can order some of these awesome treats?
Call in or email us at info@polkadots.com.
And the number?
512-476-2687.
Awesome. And if you are on Instagram, her Instagram has a lot of pictures of some delicious treats there. Congratulations again on 9 years. I know for me, my birthday's coming up, so I'll probably be ordering some stuff from Olga myself. So yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks with another vendor, and everyone have a good rest of your day. Thank you, Olga.
Thank you. Have a good afternoon.